sides for this one.
That was a good segue.
You're lucky I was back there.
Yeah. No, I think we're over here.
Okay.
Hey Jen, hey Colin. I just want to know, what were your favorite scenes to shoot with Henry? Both of you, not just one of you.
That's so funny. I don't think anyone's ever asked me that.
I liked teaching him how to sword fight.
That's I think that scene, when he in season 1 at the end when he's eating the apple turnover to prove to Emma that all of this is real, and she starts to realize that his life is really in danger. And it was exhausting because I had to cry for like 16 hours that day. But it was such a sweet scene and such a pivotal turning point in the storytelling.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, so this one is for Colin. I wanted to know what was your reaction when Jen told you that she was leaving the show?
Wait, are you leaving?
I bet no one's asked you about this ever. I bet you haven't had to talk about this at all.
I mean, I was obviously disappointed because we've been working together for, basically, we've been working every single day for like 5 years. So, I was, disappointed that, not that we weren't going to do that, but I was happy for Jen. And, I guess, that was sort of,
It's tricky because, I know that I've put everyone in a tricky position. But, Colin and I work great together and we're great friends, and I'm close to his whole family. There's a lot of draws there in our friendship, and also obviously a lot of draws for me to the show. I just had to be honest with myself that it was the right thing to do for me. And so as friends, obviously it was bittersweet because we missed working together, and at the same time Colin was lovely and supportive as a friend, knowing that it was the right thing for my life.
So, how do you guys like these conventions, and how do you feel about the fans and stuff?
We love it. That's why we're here. We love it. I'll let Colin answer too, but one of the things that I think is so incredible about these conventions is that it gives everybody a chance to come together and meet each other in person. We were just talking about this in one of the more private meet and greets. I just think that it's so cool to be a part of a show that seems to be bringing so many people together as friends, as partners, as lovers, as all. I feel like all sorts of unions have been made because people like the show, and it's an incredibly rewarding feeling to be able to be a part of something that's encouraging that. And also, we live in a crazy world right now, and to be somewhere like this where everybody comes someplace because they love something. And I think that it's so cool to have everybody get together because they really, really like something, not because they're mad at something or they're against something, but because they love something. And I think that's something that's really special and to be celebrated. So I love it. I feel very lucky to be a part of it.
I feel the same way. I said in the meet and greet earlier on the exact same thing, that I think it's less about us being here and more about people being able to meet up with each other and a community of people who sort of find a common interest, and I think that it's a fantastic thing, and I'm delighted to be a part of that. I'm delighted to be invited to be here to experience it, and what I like about coming to the conventions is that you see the fans who all respect each other and are respectful of each other no matter what ships they ship.
I remember when I didn't know what a ship was.
I know, me too. But I think that's great that people are all on the same, sort of on the same wavelength, because it's a TV show, and if you love the TV show, you love the characters, then it's a common ground. So it's nice to see people share that.
Thank you so much.
Oh, hi. First I just want to say I love you both so much. My question is, do you think Emma and Killian would want to have kids together?
Yeah. I've already named them. Emma Jr. Emma Jr.
I agree.
Hi, my name is Christine, and I have two things to say. First of all, Jen, I was the one that gave you Sharpies in New York.
You are awesome. Thank you.
And then second of all, I have a question for you, Jen. So you recently said in an interview that you were comfortable being naked. And I was wondering, do you have any advice for people who aren't comfortable in their own skin to get comfortable in their own skin like you are?
Oh, shit. Well, I don't know. I mean, my brain is racing trying to figure out how to not get in trouble on this answer. I don't know. I don't know that there's any like one single way. You know, I think that ultimately, for me, I was very lucky to be raised in a family where everybody was very loving and supportive, so I had a lot of encouragement and confidence in myself because of the way that I was raised, so I started at an advantage in that sense, and I know that that's not always the case for everyone. And I also think that, you know, over the years, I've always been very close friends with other women who are great. You know, I mean, I had great girlfriends in high school, I had great girlfriends in college, and there's something about being surrounded by peers and friends that build you up and support you and are there for you that just feeds your inner confidence. And so, you know, I think that translates in different ways for different people, and for me, it was sort of like the fullness of that experience where I just feel like, you know, and maybe part of it too is just being in a situation where I am sitting in front of all these people and people are looking to me to be an example in some way, and I want to be able to embody the confidence that was instilled in me in my childhood and the confidence that has been continued to be supported in my life through my friendships and through the people that are around me. So I would just say take really good care of yourself. You know, be good to yourself. Surround yourself with really good people. You know, eat well, work out, do the things that make you feel good. And I don't mean that like your body should look a certain way. I mean that like just so that you have the endorphins, so that you feel like you're doing something for yourself, you know? And I think that the more you pay attention to what makes you feel like the best version of you, the more comfortable you feel in your own skin. But that's just my advice. I don't know that I'm not someone who's qualified to answer something like this. I just know that those are the kind of things that help me feel that kind of self-confidence.
I think that's a really good question. As somebody who absolutely hates, I'll be on the beach and I won't take my t-shirt off. I hate it. I think that's a fantastic question to ask, because I think a lot of people don't realize a lot of people have hang-ups about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because everybody looks at everybody else and goes, well, they're fine. They'd be fine with it. Why do I feel like this? In actual fact, a lot of people aren't fine with it. So I think that's a really good question.
Thank you.
So, first off, I want to say, Jen, you look beautiful today. And then, Colin, you're the best looking pirate I've ever seen.
Yeah!
And then, so my question is, what is your favorite season in the water?
Favorite season? Season 2. Season 2, your favorite?
Yes. Well, I mean, season 2 is when you join, but then you stay, you know.
I know about it. I know. Trying to say something witty. I actually did like season 2. I thought season 2 was a great season. They're all really good.
Yeah, it's hard to pick. I mean, it's sort of like
I
trying to...
did think the Netherlands stuff was really good. I thought that was a really good season.
Yeah. That was a really good season.
You know, and it was also, what was fun about it was that it was season was split into two, and then that's Bex, or the, no, yeah, Wicked Witch was in the second half of season 3. So I thought that was a really good season.
Yeah, I like all the Neverland stuff. Thanks.
Hi, so I have a question for Colin, even though I love both of you. I'm curious, Colin, how was your experience when you were filming the movie The Right? Because it is based off of a real experience and actually documented possession. And so I'm curious how you were able to kind of relate yourself in believing that this was an actual thing. Whereas it's something similar to what the Savior experiences on Once, where she also has to believe in herself to be able to accomplish what she needs to.
I mean, I won't go on a long time about it, but it was an eye-opening experience. I went to real exorcisms in Italy. My character was a mortician at the start, so I actually went and dressed the real dead bodies, so that, you know, with under supervision, obviously. Just something I did. I was born and raised Catholic in Ireland, and Ireland's quite a superstitious country. For me, it was interesting because the character that I played, I'm sure a lot of you haven't seen it, has to sort of be the eyes and ears of the audience, because for the movie you're not supposed to know whether or not it's real or not. The whole point is that it's the question as opposed to the actual answer. So it was a fascinating experience to see real exorcisms, to see what that type of thing is. You never think that you're ever going to see that. So, and pretty, it was pretty heavy going, to be honest. But it was an amazing experience. I got to work with some of the best actors in the world. Keira Knights, Anthony Hopkins. It was just, Toby Jones, just incredible. So I was very, very lucky and blessed, and that sort of gave me a bit of a career. So that's good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, my question is for both of you. I wanted to ask if Hook and Emma had to switch characters or maybe switch jobs for the day, what do you think they'd do and what would they enjoy the most?
We'd switch jobs with each other?
Yeah.
So I'd be the savior. I'd like that. Or the sheriff. I guess at the end of it, he sort of becomes a deputy.
Yeah, sheriff, me.
Yeah. What would you like about being a pirate?
Black no pants.
I'd like the red leather jacket.
We're clearly really bonded because of our love of leather.
Time to show.
I think it'd be fun to be Hook. It'd be interesting to try to manage life with only one hand.
I wonder what it'd be like driving that yellow bug.
I don't know that yellow bug is drivable with one hand. I mean, that car requires so much manhandling, I can't even tell you. It's serious.
I get asked a lot in the scene where we're in the bug, what did we talk about? And I think most of the time it's probably you swearing about having to maneuver the car.
That's probably true.
You've got no idea. Language, just trying to turn that car when you sit in the car. This is unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my daughter's a theater major, and I'm wondering what advice each of you has for aspiring actors.
I don't know. It's, I think it's really tricky advice. I was just having this conversation with Lee Ehrenberg backstage, actually, because, something I think all of us say a version of at some point is if there's anything else in the world that really makes you happy, you should do that. Because it is a constant battlefield in a certain way, and especially the early days, it is such a barrage of rejection that you have to have such self-assuredness to to make it past that, you know, and then even once if you get past that, you know, we still go out for roles all the time that we don't get, and you have to pour yourself into it, and then it's sort of heartbreaking when it doesn't work, or people pigeonhole you because they decide that you can only do this one thing, and then you're trying to prove that you're doing something else. And you know, there's just always kind of something, you know. So you have to have an incredible resilience for knowing that you're going to be disappointed a lot. And in order to be good at what you're doing, you have to be very open and vulnerable. So you're open and vulnerable, and then sort of, you know, getting stabbed in the gut over and over again. So it's knowing that you're signing up for that is, I think, a big part of something psychologically. And in terms of the talent side of it, and in terms of trying to develop your talent, my suggestion is always that people pour themselves into anything artistic as much as possible. You know, even if you don't want to be a dancer, take dance lessons, or even if you don't want to be a singer, take singing lessons, work with a vocal coach, take acting classes, find an acting teacher you feel really comfortable with, that you know you feel like brings out the best in you. Challenge yourself to continue performing, you know, even if it's community theater, or if it's making a movie with your friends on your iPhone, or you just have to stay in a state of creating in order to continue growing. And so whatever you can do to put yourself in positions to be challenged creatively in every different way, the better chance you have of being prepared for an opportunity when it comes your way. Because you know, sometimes that happens where someone gets a lucky break but they're not ready for it. So you have to kind of always be ready.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, I agree with Jen. I think it's the main thing is, especially when you're starting off, is to be prepared. You know, and not to be down about it, but to be prepared to be disappointed at times, because there will be times where you feel, or you know, that you can do something incredible with a role, and sometimes people won't see it. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, just to be able to pick yourself up and be stronger, and make sure and try and learn from it as much as you can, because it's a difficult thing. You know, we're very lucky to be able to sit up here having actually gotten work. You know, the amount of actors that we both know who are incredible, who will never get the opportunity that we have, is unbelievable. But it's, you know you have to, if you believe in yourself enough, and you believe that is the only thing that you can do, stick with it, and maybe something will happen. So,
Great, thank you.
thank you.
I think that's a real serious question.
Wow, that was deep. Okay. I wanted to ask if Hook wasn't young and he didn't look like Colin, and instead he looked like old Hook with like the belly and the gray hair, would he still have a shot with Emma if you pursued her the same way that young Hook did?
I loved old Hook. Don't you worry.
I think old Hook thinks he would anyway.
Jen, you know Emma better than anyone here. I think you can answer that too.
I mean, obviously, he was still very charming. I think she probably would have encouraged him to drink less, maybe. I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't stop laughing at him in that scene. We really got takes out of me that were usable because he had me like laughing so hard. And you know, you can make a girl laugh. It's a good way to her heart. So I think that there's a real shot there.
Hi. I wanted to know if you could only pick one person out of all the actors in the show, who is your best friend?
You have to remember, we literally worked together every single day for 5 years. Yeah. So.
Hi. Have you guys ever ruined a scene where you had to be thrown, or like there was a special effect?
Oh, they don't throw us. Don't worry.
Well, I did break my foot in the middle of a scene, so.
Oh yeah, you did.
I didn't ruin it.
He kept going because he's such a badass. Kept dancing on that broken foot. They really really coordinate that really well. We have an incredible stunt team, incredible stunt coordinator, and they plan it all out, they plot it all out, they rehearse it, re-rehearse it, over-rehearse it, make sure everybody's going to be as safe as possible. And then they have us do just the bits around it that are safe, you know. So, and then we rehearse that stuff too. So, so yeah, we're really careful about all that stuff.
Even like the smallest stunt that you see that you think doesn't look like it's difficult can be incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to fall properly, or if you don't know what to do, you know, and it has to be, that is something that has to be rigorously and thoroughly looked after, which we are very lucky on the show to have an incredible stunt team, because, you know, stunts are no joke, you know what I mean? And it's sort of, it's a testament to the people who do it, that they're able to get up and do it again and again and again, you know. And I actually don't think stunt people get enough props for that, because they put themselves in harm's way every single day.
They put themselves in harm's way, and then they also have to mimic our movements in a way that is an artistry in itself. You know, like they watch us and study us all day long, or whatever we're doing exactly in the scene, to mimic exactly how our hand moves, or exactly how our foot moves, or exactly how we walk or breathe or turn, or, you know. So they really are unsung heroes of shows like this, because it's not possible without the artistry that they're bringing to it. Not only the danger they're putting themselves in, but also just the attention to detail that they're paying in order to make it all seem really possible.
I mean, I give my son double a hard time, Leaf, because he doubles Stephen Amell as well on Arrow so often. So, but he has to. So you have to think about that he has to take on the characteristics of Captain Hook, and then maybe like 4 or 5 hours later go on and be, you know, the Green Arrow. So it's like it's a real skill.
Hi.
Hello.
I was wondering if you could switch character with anyone, book character, movie character, TV show character, everyone except for Once Upon a Time characters. Who would it be?
I want to be James Bond.
I want to be James Bond. Why not?
Hi, so what would you say was the hardest scene for you to film during Once Upon a Time?
Well, that's difficult, because there's hard physically and then there's hard emotionally. So I think the hardest scene overall, it was probably the scene where Emma kills Hook. This is for me, because it was such an emotional scene. It was also like the middle of the night. I can't remember what time it was, like 4 in the morning when we actually got to it. And it was raining, it was cold, and then you're trying to do this really incredibly emotional scene, you know, when you don't have much time to do it. So that was probably...
And then we had to redo it.
And then we had to redo some of it, yeah.
Recreate that and go through all that again a couple weeks later on the second unit, because we did run out of time.
Yeah.
So that was, that's up there in tough scenes emotionally for me as well, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes the toughest stuff too is when it's just like, you know, it's one thing when you have to be emotional, upset in the midst of a scene where it feels really earned and your emotions get triggered based on what's going on in the interactions you're having. But when you're just like having to walk in and just cry, you know, like the example I'm thinking of is like when Emma was Dark Swan and she walks into the shed with all of the dream catchers and is crying, looking at the dream catcher. It's like, I was sitting in my chair, you know, 5 minutes before that. It's not like I'm actually her and actually that upset at that moment. So like to be able to just walk in, have no interaction with anyone, nobody to bounce off of, no thing going on, and just be like, I'm gonna stand here and be devastated. It takes a lot of bizarre internal work to get yourself to a headspace to be able to just like turn that on.
It's hard too when you've got like one line
Yeah.
to say in a scene with like 20 people. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's like a thing. It's like a rule of the universe when the camera's rolling. There's something about that one line thing that can be tricky.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So what happens if you switch? How would you feel if you switched with Regina and you switched with charming, what do you think he would act like?
I don't know.
Wait, am I switching with Regina or am I switching with Charlie?
You're switching with charming and she's switching with Regina. What do you think he would act like?
That'd be weird because I'd be your dad.
He has a point. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's it's an interesting question in general, just because no two people would ever play a character the same exact way. Even if we were trying to mimic those people, we were still us doing it. So there still would be nuances or different things that happen, and I guess it would be hard to tell. I don't know.
Charming would sound very Irish.
No, but your American accent's really good.
Wait, what do you mean you would switch? Like, you would switch places with them, not you would act like that. You would switch with them. Like in the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So wait. Not get cast as them, but Emma is actually Regina and Colin is actually Charlie.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure.
I mean, this show is confusing enough.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I don't really awesomely is Charlie. Yes, it's a difficult one. I'm not sure.
Sorry, we don't have a good answer for you.
Thank you, though.
We tried.
Hi.
You guys have really cool outfits and stuff on the show. And do you ever just go out one day and look at your outfit and just think, oh my god, this is so Emma or Hook inspired?
Have you seen what I wear on the show? The only thing, I haven't gone out in black leather pants and a long leather coat. We did go, we were going to shoot a scene, I don't know if you remember this, and we stopped to get coffee once, and we were walking up, and you were in normal clothes, in Emma clothes, and I was in pirate, and we were like, look, we'll just get out and we'll go to Starbucks and get a coffee for us. And nobody batted an eyelid. I had full eyeliner, dressed like that, and nobody paid any attention to me at all, so maybe I should do that.
I tend to kind of lean away from whatever role I'm playing in my own life, so I think because I spend 90 to 100 hours a week dressed as that character, when I get home I sort of, want to go the opposite direction just to get a little breather. So I think for the most part I kind of lean away from whatever character I'm playing.
Thank you.
Awesome costume, by the way.
Hi. So we were wondering, did the writers plan Captain Swan to end up together since Killian was introduced? Or was it you guys just worked so well together that they decided for you guys to end up together later on?
You'd have to ask the writers. I don't know that we really know that answer. Unless you know that answer. You know that answer?
I did know that there was going to be a love triangle.
Well, I knew that, but she's saying, did we know it was planned to be true love?
I don't think we didn't know that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's kind of two-parter, but do you guys ever get starstruck yourselves? And also, what is it like working with Hugh Laurie and Anthony Hopkins?
I don't think if there's anyone that's really made me starstruck.
I get starstruck. I got starstruck the first time I met Anthony Hopkins. I gave myself 5 seconds to freak out in my head because I had to do a reading with him to see if I was going to get the part or not. So that was, but he put me very much. The first thing he said was, "Hello, Colin. Nice to meet you." I said, "Let's just have fun." He gave me a hug. That was it. was good. So, yeah, I got super starstruck.
I don't know that I do. I mean, I think that, I don't know, think about it. If I think of it, I'll tell you.
If I met any better, I'd probably melt.
You have a different reaction to music people than I do, though. You have that thing.
Or Eric Clapton, I'd probably die.
I recognize it. I like his music. I just don't know what he looks like.
On that note, I actually have to go. Yeah.
Don't leave
So,
me.
thanks very much, guys. I'm leaving you. And,